Good morning, everyone. I trust you are well. We are out and about, so I thought I would do it on a beautiful summer's morning in the park as I'm about to enter a building. Good morning, Peter. Good morning, Clarice. Good morning, Deborah. So let's make a start on this Mishnah. We're in Pirkei Avos, Ethics of the Fathers. We are in chapter 1, Mishnah 14, Yud Daled. Good morning, Deborah. Anyone can guess which park I'm in, gets a special prize message in the chat. Anyways, so the Mishnah, this is perhaps the most famous Mishnah in probably in Ethics of the Fathers. And it goes like this. It says, Im eina nili mili, if I am not for myself, who am I? Ukshani la'atzmi, and if I am just for myself, ma'ani, what am I? Vimlo achshav emasai, and if not now, then when? 3 statements. Each of them we could write a book about, but we don't have time for that. So let's make a start and see if we can have some type of understanding of what the Mishnah is referring to. The first statement, Im eina nili mili, if I am not for myself, then who is for me? By the way, I should state that we are dedicating this morning's learning in memory of all those whose Yortzeit falls today, in particular David Goldring, who was in shul earlier. David, good morning. Oh, you've just joined us, David. We are dedicating the learning in memory of all those whose Yortzeit falls today, and therefore we wish you and your family long life, and we wish you a refuah shlema as well on your back injury. Good morning, Carol. So the first statement, if I am not for myself, what am I? So in other words, the starting point has to be, is that there has to be a me. You know, one of the things that we do as therapists when it comes to children is to try to develop the self. Tragically and sadly, so often is the case that many children that find themselves in care or in CAMS and the like. In other words, they're in therapy. They have not developed a self in any sense. They may be because of abuse, because they are having to run the family. They in effect are the carers due to neglect and the like, and therefore they haven't been able to develop the self. So the starting point is that there has to be a me. If there is no me, then I can't build on anything. John Gottman speaks. John Gottman is a famous psychologist, and he speaks about the equivalent of a cup. If we imagine a cup, and it's full, those are the resources that we have. Those are the resources that we've developed. So as much as those resources that we have, that is what we can give. But if we keep depleting the cup, we keep depleting our resources without replenishing, then inevitably we are going to be in trouble in terms of our relationships and in terms of our own selves. So critically is that we have to develop a self. We have to recognize our capabilities. So often we sell ourselves short. We believe, that we're not capable of more, that we have to recognize that the buck stops with us. In other words, if God created you, you are the equivalent of an Adam in the world. In other words, the world was created just for one person. God created you. You're the equivalent of the world being created just for you. And therefore, there must be a unique role and responsibility, a mission, a job, something that you are expected to do. We're not just here to take up the ozone layer, and to warm the planet. We are here to make a difference. And the fact is that each of us know that we can bring to bear our own unique God-given talents and make a difference. But whatever we do, whatever we are doing, we always have to recognize that there is more to us than that. In other words, there is potential. No person has ever fulfilled all their potential. So we have to recognize that there is more of us than we think there is. Sometimes we have these aha moments, don't we? We surprise ourselves and we say, well, that's quite uncharacteristic. I didn't think I was capable of that. It could be a walk, a swim, it could be a learning program, it could be that you were moved by something, a piece of music or a prayer, whatever it is. There are moments that surprise us, those chinks of light in a world of darkness. And when we are able to turn around and say to ourselves, you know what? I didn't realize that I was capable of that. And when you do, you have to grab hold of those moments and say, that is more of me that's coming out. And I am capable of so much more. I think that's the first point. The second, just in this regard, you may recall, I don't know if any of you remember the Rocky films. Rocky, there was growing up in the 80s, there were all these Rocky films with Sylvester Stallone. And they were, as a young kid, I remember they were exceptionally inspirational, motivational. And one of the themes that came up again and again was that despite having coaches and trainers and resources around, the message seemed to be abundantly clear that there is no tomorrow, as kept being said, and that the buck stops with us. The buck stops with us. You want to play the blame game. You want to say go throughout life, it's because of your primary school, your secondary school, your parents, your children, your husband, your spouse, whoever it was, whoever it is, the shul, the rabbi, whatever it is. You want to blame everyone? That's up to you. But the truth be told, im eina nili mili, if I am not for myself, then who am I? If I'm not living up to who I am, then who am I? And sometimes we look in the mirror and we say, who are we? Who are we? You know? Do I recognize myself when I look in the mirror? Is that the same person that was bursting with so many dreams and visions and ideas and great, visions of greatness when I was younger? I wanted to conquer the world. I thought I could be anything and achieve everything. What happened to that? Ever wondered? Why is it that a 5-year-old child, you ask him what he wants to be, and he'll say, I want to go to the moon. I want to go to the moon and back. I'm going to be, you ask a 7-year-old, I'm going to come up with a cure for cancer. I'm going to, and you reach a kid who's only, is 15, 16, you ask him what he's going to do. I'm going to be a lawyer. I'm going to be a banker. Now, don't get me wrong, all important things. But that same child has lost already within a few years that burst of inspiration, that ambition, that drive, that vision of greatness, that we can be anything we want to. It's really a glass ceiling that we put on ourselves. That's our message from this morning. So wishing you all well. Enjoy the sunshine. In case you didn't realize, I'm in what's it called? Princess Park. Yeah, Princess Park Avenue. So the Princess Park, and they actually have a lovely memorial here. Maybe we'll do it if it's sunny another time. They did a memorial here for the Holocaust, so maybe we'll film by there on another occasion. But for today, wish you all well. Plenty of food for thought. Dave, wish you long life, and everyone else have a great day. See you very soon. Take care.